Hi children, this is Swarnadeepa. Today we are going to discuss our new concept in chapter number 2, measurement, that is rhombus. Okay, rhombus is a new shape, so we are going to learn about rhombus. Okay, in a parallelogram, if all the sides are equal, then it is called rhombus. Okay, we already learned about parallelogram in my previous video. Okay, so parallelogram has opposite sides are parallel and equal. So here if we are taking a parallelogram and if all the sides are equal means then the shape, the resulting shape we can say that it is a rhombus. Okay, so rhombus has 4 sides. Okay, all sides are equal. Okay, that is your main property of rhombus. And the second property is diagonals divides the rhombus into 4 right triangle of same area. Okay, if we are dividing the rhombus into 4 sections using 2 diagonals means this is triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3 and triangle 4. All the 4 triangles are right triangle with the same area. Okay. Next one is diagonals bisect each other at right angle. Bisects. What does mean by bisects? Bisects means bi means 2. So sect means sections. If we are dividing anything into 2 sections means that is known as bisection. Okay, so bisect. So dividing these 2 diagonals are dividing each other into 2. So this angle is right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. That is also an important property for rhombus. Okay. So another thing, we learned the area for parallelogram, that is base into height. Okay, here also we can use the same formula if base and height are given. So base means this side is the base. Okay, so I am taking this as the base, and height, we can't take this side as height. Already I told you it is slanting in shape and we should not take that as our height. Either we can write the height like this. Okay, we can, I told you the altitude is our height. Okay, so multiplying that 2 will give us the area of this rhombus. Okay, another formula we have, if they have given us the diagonals and want us to find out the area means we can use half into d1 into d2 square units formula. Okay, see, we can divide this whole rhombus into 2 right triangles. So this is one triangle and this is one triangle, and we can use that 2 triangles and adding that 2 triangle area we can get the formula as half into d1 into d2 square units. So we have 2 formulas for finding out the area of rhombus. If base and height are given, we have to use base into height formula, and if diagonals are given means we have to use half into d1 into d2 formula. Is it clear? Okay. Let me show you the picture given in your book. They have given 2 pictures, and this is square and this is a rhombus. So how they explained you is, if we are trying to make any 2 opposite vertices closer, okay, if we are pushing this vertices towards another vertices means we'll get a rhombus. Okay, so that is what they have explained in your book. And also here, area of the rhombus if base and height are given. Okay, I told you already, I explained you 2 formulas. If base and height are given means the same procedure what we followed for parallelogram. Okay, they explained you the same, and the formula is base into height. Okay, side into side, but here all sides are equal. Okay, but the height is different and base is different. So we have to write one side as base and one side as height. So our formula is base into height square units. So the next one, if the diagonals are given means they have divided this rhombus. See this rhombus, here it is given as A, B, C, D. Okay, diagonal 1 is given and diagonal 2 is given. So what they have done is, first they have taken this ABC. That is ABC as one triangle and ADC as one triangle. And we have to find out the area of both the triangles, and finally we are adding both. Okay, while adding we got the answer as half into d1 into d2. That is your another formula for finding out the area of the rhombus. Okay, are you clear now? So we have 2 formulas for finding out the area of the rhombus. One is base into height square units if base and height are given. If diagonals are given means we can use this formula, area of the rhombus is equal to half into d1 into d2. So keep it in mind children. If base and height are given, we have to use b into h formula, and if diagonals are given means we have to use half into d1 into d2 formula. Example 2.6. Find the area of the rhombus whose side is 17 centimeter and the height is 8 centimeter. Okay, they mentioned the side is 17 centimeter. Any side, all the sides are equal in a rhombus. So the base is also 17 centimeter. So we mentioned 17 centimeter here. And the height of the rhombus is given as 8 centimeter. Okay, this is the height of the rhombus. Already I told you this is the altitude of this figure, right? So now base, what is given? Base is given 17 centimeter. Height is given as 8 centimeter. So we have to find out the area of the rhombus. I explained you already that if base and height are given means we have to use the formula base into height square units. So I have used that formula, area of the rhombus equal to B into height, that is base into height square units. So base is 17 and height is 8. So after multiplying I got the answer as 136 square centimeter, or else you can write centimeter square. I told you already both are same. Either you can write square centimeter or we can write centimeter square as our unit. Example 2.7. Calculate the area of the rhombus having diagonals equal to 6 meter and 8 meter. Okay, diagonals are given, so keep it in mind. So let us assume this as our rhombus, and the diagonal 1 is 8 meter and diagonal 2 is 6 meter. Okay, D1. I am taking that diagonal 1 as D1 and diagonal 2 as D2. So okay, D1 is 8 meter and D2 is 6 meter. So we have to find out the area of the rhombus here. Okay, now we are going to use the formula half into D1 into D2. Since D1 and D2 are given, we are using this formula. Okay, so half into D1 into D2, I have substituted the value 1 by 2 into D1 is 8 and D2 is 6. Okay, so now either you can multiply these two numbers and you can divide it by 2, otherwise we can cancel it. Okay, so now I am these two numbers, either 8 is 8 you can cancel, or else you can cancel 6. Okay, I am cancelling 8. So 1 2s are 2, 4 2s are 8. So balance 4 and 6. So 4 into 6, 6 4s are 24 square meter is our answer. Example 2.9. The floor of an office building consists of 200 rhombus, that is rhombus shaped tiles. Okay, in an office, the tiles are in the shape of a rhombus. Okay, how many tiles are there? 200 tiles are there. Okay, each are in the shape of a rhombus, and each of its length of the diagonals are 40 centimeter and 25 centimeter. So for that rhombus, diagonal 1 and diagonal 2 are given. Find the total cost of polishing the floor at rupees 45 per square meter. Okay, keep it in mind. It is given in meter. Okay, see, first all the things are given in centimeter and only the rupees is given in meter. Okay, first let us find out the area of one tile, and we have to find out the area of 200 tiles. Finally, we have to find out the cost for polishing each tiles. Is it clear? So now going into our problem. See, what are all the things given? D1 is given, D2 is given. So D1 is 40 centimeter and D2 is 25 centimeter. So now we have to find out the area of one tile first. So area of the rhombus formula we know. So we have substituted the value for D1 and D2. So I am cancelling out. Okay, so 40 with the 2 table. So 20 into 25 is 500 square centimeter. That is the area of one tile. Okay, but we have to find out the area of all the 200 tiles in the office. So I have to find out the area of 200 tiles. So what I can do? I can multiply this. Okay, already I told you one example. If cost of 1 pen is 5 rupees means 10 pen is 50 rupees. We are multiplying the same thing. The area of one tile is 500 means area of 200 tiles is 200 into 500. So while multiplying, you can first write the zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros and 2 5s are 10. Okay, totally how many zeros? 5 zeros are there. But here our answer is square centimeter. But the rate of polishing is given in square centimeter. Okay. But here we have found out centimeter, but they have given it in meter, square meter. So we have to convert the square centimeter to meter first. Okay. So for converting meter to centimeter, we have to, that is 1 meter is 10,000 centimeter. So while converting, we have to divide the square centimeter by 10,000. Okay. While dividing, I am cancelling out all the zeros and my answer is 10. So 10 square meter is our area of 200 tiles in terms of meter I have converted. First we got the answer in terms of centimeter, but the amount is given in meter, okay, given for square meter. So I am finding out the value for, that is I am converting the square centimeter to square meter. Okay, is it clear? So now rate of polishing rupees 45 per square centimeter. Rate of polishing is polishing is given as square meter. Okay. So for rupees 45 for 1 square meter means for 10 square meters we have to multiply 10 into 45. So after multiplying I got the answer as 450. So that is my answer. So for polishing 200 tiles in an office we need rupees 450. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel. If you like my video, please click like button.